As I sit here drinking my Coke, because you know they had that in medieval times, the old Coke, that's right. You're saying, Vito, wow, you did a lot of grinding, 78 grand. Yeah, I did. However, and this is not me being a hypocrite. I know the past couple episodes I've been pontificating. Not really, I've just been telling you what works for me. The formula for me at early beginning stage game, where I don't have a lot of money, I showed you a way that you can make a decent amount of money and get yourself built up, right? Using my daggers and my short sword method of all iron, right? All iron, I can make a weapon for 15, 20 coins and sell it for 400. That's a nice turnaround, right? I got myself up to around 60K and decided, you know what, it's time. That's the tipping point. It's time to do something big, right? Go for the gold, literally. So what did I do? I'll tell you here and I'll show you. First, make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. This is Medieval Blacksmith, my friends, my little Goomba Maniacs. Welcome back. Glad to have you here. If you're not here, then I don't know what to tell you. You should be here. Right, so what are we doing? 78 grand sounds like a lot, right? But it's not as much as I should have. What have I started doing? Well, yep, you see it right there. I'm making hammers. I also made tridents. And you're asking why. Why would you do that? You know, it takes a lot of ore. Sure does. But you know what? They're very quick to make. Like for this one right here, I'll show you the design here in a second. Let me go ahead and get everything set up. A little bit longer of a handle. Oh yes, and I went out and bought some cloth, some leather. We got some scarlet velvet. You know, that could be about 7 gold, right? For the length that this is. So the longer the staff or the handle, the more that the wrapping counts, right? So I mean, how much does it offset the amount of tree that you have to use? I don't know. I haven't figured that out quite yet. But yeah, you can go in here and you can set the thickness. Nice right there. We got a nice thickness for that hammer. A really nice thing. And if you were with me last time, I was mentioning, might be the last time or the time before that, I was mentioning the economy of time, right? How long it takes you to craft a weapon, right? So once you get past a certain point, you have a lot of money, and this is what I'm talking about. It's like 21K to lay out to make this weapon, right? So you have to have the money to spend in order to do it. But you make a lot back in not only in money, but look how quickly it sharpens. I mean, ridiculous, right? So the economy of time is what I was talking about. And, right, 28K. And it cost me about 21 and some change to make. Right? It's almost 7K profit. And again, I'm not contradicting what I said the past couple episodes. I think that it's great when you don't have a lot of money and you're looking at that timer saying, when is Grimwelda or Griselda or Grima Wormtongue or whatever her name is come back here and try to extort me for the 20K or 40K, whatever it is. I don't know, but I was keeping track of that. I was very wary of that. I didn't know how fast that timer was going down or up. Now I've got her money and then some, right? So when I sell this one, the 28K, do the math, I'm over 100K. So what does that mean? Means two things. First of all, it means a bunch of things, actually. First of all, I really want to get a potion, but they're like 20 grand. The rent is either 20 or 40. So, like the saying goes, expect the worst, expect the best, prepare for the worst. Something like that. You know what I mean. Yeah, so if she comes here looking for 40, I've got it. And I've got some to spare. The other thing this allows me to do is, that's right, we've been talking about it. I'm going to get my first forced labor, involuntary labor force, right? Yes, we're the slave. Vito, fun-loving, wouldn't hurt a fly, Vito, is going to have a slave on the video game, of course. I don't condone it, but hey, it's a video game and this is medieval times, so it is what it is. What does that mean for me? Well, that means whatever ore they dig up, quote, is free. I still have to there's probably going to be an overhead of the slaves, right? So right now there's the overhead of paying for the ore. That should go away when they dig it. Dig it? However, noticing when we gone around the square the first couple episodes, we noticed that they sell food there. I'm assuming, and I haven't gotten this far into the game yet. I don't know. I don't read things. I try not to spoil the game for me, right? I assume that food is meant for the slaves. So I have to feed my workforce. So there's going to be a little bit of overhead there, but I can't imagine that that's going to offset the gain on the free ore, right? So we're going to see what happens there. One other thing I did, I spent some skill points, and I can now support up to 10 ore at a time. There's more to go there. We have Lower your prices. Dude, it's a solid gold hammer. What do you want? Brush head. Alright, so we're going to go here. I've got 520 skill points. Let's spend some of that. So last time, you remember we did some of these. I like 15% more on a 21,000 coin item, or 22. Yeah, you're talking about 3K or more. So yeah, we're going to get that one too. What else can we do? This is where I got the number of ore inventory to 10. I like it inventory to 20. I kind of like that. What else can we do? Car towing speed. We haven't gotten that far yet. Damage dealt to rocks with pickaxes. Right. So we got some guards and some pommels. You know, I'm very partial to my X-Force stuff. Maybe once we start getting a lot of this stuff, I'll come back here and I'll get these advanced ones. Or additional ones, I should say. We'll see about that. I'm staying away from the X-Force stuff right now because it's too heavy. It takes a lot more ore. So yeah, let's go over to the design desk and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Someone will buy that here in a minute. We'll be over 100K. So this is my hammer time. I don't call it the X-Force because there's no X in there, right? There's no X guard. So look at the stats of this thing. It uses 7 gold ore, right? Now keep in mind though, so look at that, 0.65. That means it only uses 6.5 gold ore per weapon build. What does that mean? That means after the first one, after you buy the ore for the second one, you're going to be spare 1 ore. Right? So that means the third one, you only have to buy 6 ore. See how that works? It all adds up. It's evened out. The money is still the same, but I'm just saying you don't constantly have to buy 7 ore. Right? Minimum production cost 21.1. That's because of the fraction right there. Sell value 25, but that's not including my extra 15% that we just got. Right? So let's get in here and look at it before this guy gets here. 30,000. Here, dude. No, it's not empty. Come back. Okay, yeah, anyway. 30,000. Now, you remember the production cost? 21.1. So we're making almost 10K, right? And that's at 40%. I could lower this thing down, you know. 0% chance. You know, I could go here, and you could double our money easily, right? So we're going to bump it back up to 40 where we normally keep it. 31K, I like that. We're going to throw this back on the shelf there. Right, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to do a couple more of these. I'm going to show you all the money I can make. We're also going to go through the quest line. We got some more people to talk to, stuff to do there. We have the involuntary workforce to do. I have some potions to buy. I really want to make a godlike weapon. I don't know how I'm going to do it. It takes 100% of everything. My guess is I'm going to make it out of all iron, right? Because iron's really easy to get to 100 on almost everything. The questionable one is going to be this piece right here. It's really hard to get 100% assembly, but we're going to try. Yeah, there's an arena out there. We're going to see what that's all about. This is not all going to happen today. So what I'm saying to you is, it feels like I may be doing a good thing today, but also a bad thing, right? And the bad thing is that I think I'm making money irrelevant in the game. And I think other people have found this out, but I'm finding it out myself after the initial grind. And it was a grind, trust me. All the episodes leading up till now was a grind to get this money. I was nickel and diming it. Said 400 coins per weapon seemed like a lot at the time, but now we're talking 10,000 a weapon? Okay, yeah, let's go. So we're going to get to a point where money doesn't mean anything. Especially when I get the involuntary workforce, if I get several of them and they're mining stuff and they give me like 3 gold ore and conca ore and stuff like that, and I can start to do alloys and stuff, money's irrelevant. Like I said, that's a bad thing in a way. I'm doing a disservice, but it opens up the ability to do those stuff. Like I said, the arena, we're going to check out everything else, but it's almost like... yeah, it's almost like I've reached a level that the game is no longer, I don't know, like it's not relevant what you're doing. There's nothing to work towards. Once you get through the quest line, once you have all the money that you need, what do? You just sit here and continue to churn out weapons for people for random quests? Maybe. I don't know. But I conceivably, realistically see between 3 and 5 episodes left before I mothball this one. Unless they come out with some big update, I don't know. But you're going to see, like I said, once we get over 100K and we start spending money on the involuntary workforce, and we get a free supply of ore, and we pay the rent, we still have a ton of money left. You know, what's left. We'll see, though. So anyway, here we go. So this is my process, and this is what I'm sticking to. Right, so we have no ore right now except for what's in the bucket. So I'm not going to shovel it. Yeah, I'm going to shovel this, though. Boink. So I have it in my head, I'm pretty sure I know, the specifications for the weapon pieces. I think it's 5, 2, right? It's 0.05, that's half of an ore for the pommel. 0.02. Now, I could change the pommel to something smaller, but that also lowers the cost. Not the cost, but the final price. So we can do 1 ore to get us that, and we'll have a tiny bit left for the 0.57, which is 5 ores plus 70% of another one, right? So, yeah, you did. 109,000 copper stones. Look out. Ah, we are number 1 with a bullet. You know what I did? Yeah, Vito did something stupid right there. No, I didn't. It's in my hand. Booyah! Right, so gold melts at a low temperature, like between 1,000, 1,100. Very easy to pound out. Very easy to grind, to sharpen the blade, the hammer, whatever it is. Which means it's very quick. You can make weapons very quickly. So, again, economy, get in there. Come on, don't rob me. Oh, they robbed me, too. Okay, anyway. So we got 80% of that one. It's okay, 98%. It'll go up once we get another one. All right, so don't pay attention to that. That was some iron stuff I was working on before. We have 1 Scylla ore pommel. Let's go over to our good buddy. I got nothing for you, buddy. Pagua. And to make his day, we're going to buy a bunch of gold ore from him. Let's get some more coal while we're at it. We've got 4 cloud tree. We're good there. So you can see 0 of 10, which is nice. So we're going to go ahead and buy the full 4, 22.7. Now again, I don't use the entire 7, so that's why the production cost of this weapon is only 21.7. Now, is this the one with the highest profit margin? I don't know. It's the one that I was playing around with the most, that I saw that I could make the most amount of money for profit margin, right? There may be some that actually have a percentage profit margin higher than that, but doesn't make as much money. So the answer is gold, obviously, which kind of dumb. If you made a weapon out of gold, it would very easily break, very easily bend. In real life, a gold weapon would not do you very well, unless it was a dagger or something. Something heavy like this, no, you quickly find out that it's not worth what it's made of. So anyway, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and drop a couple in there. Point. I try not to drop too many in because the quality lowers as you go. So the longer it takes you to pour, the lower the quality. Especially gold, it drops quick, right? Lower melting temperature equals lower quality, quicker. Oh, all right. It's at 98, 98. Not bad. Okay, and the good thing about this, because of the low temperature, I don't have to reheat that bucket. I can just go here, drop a couple more in. That should give me about 36, up to about 58%. So I need a couple more pieces of ore. That was close, 56. Let's go ahead and get the other ones here. That was about 17 apiece, 17% per ore. So another 34, about 90. Boom. Yeah. Okay. Vito has something figured out, right? There we go. And then of course this one I'll have to stop, dunk in some water real quick to save the ore, and then reuse it for the next batch. And this is what I'm talking about. The overflow you can reuse on the next weapon. Right? Boom. Drop that in there. Wait till it gets down to ore solid. 97.8. Not horrible. So you're not going to get 100 out of it in the next one, but it's all good. You can see it hammers out really quickly, so much that I missed 99% right there. There we go. And this, even though it seems big, hammers out really quickly. Not bad. 98. I'll take it. I thought I was going to hit 100 there. That last one had to drop, you know? Boom, just like that. 30,920. Crazy. This will put us at 116. We're making stupid money, right? Right. Let's watch this one sell, and then we're going to go buy some potions. Hey, it's Emily from GMM. Well, you probably can't afford it. If you can't afford it, get out. Alright, let's go to the potions lady. I want to see what the effect of a 2,000... Now, the other thing I found... 20,000, I mean. The other thing I found is that the potions are unlimited. Same thing with the leather, the wrappings. You buy it one time and it's infinite, right? So the same thing with potions. We're going to come in here, we're going to buy a potion. I'm going to blow 20 grand, but we'll make that back before the end of the episode, easily. Greetings, give me your potions. Now. Let's see, what do we got? Fire potion. Does it say what it does? Yeah. 20% cut rate, smash rate, speed rate, guard rate, pierce rate, and then we already have the desk. So let's do the fun one first, right? Now let's do an air potion. Let's be fun. Bye. We already have ourselves our first potion. Look out. Good day to you, madam. Huzzah and all that. We're down at 66,000. You know, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna make that back really quickly. Well, let's imbue this one, shall we? Let's see how this works. Okay, what do we do? Okay. Air potion. Pour. Oops. Oh no, I broke it. We're gonna pour. How do we pour? Okay, what did that do? I don't know. Am I supposed to... No! Alright, let's put that back. Did that do anything? No. Wow, what am I doing wrong? Let's put that down there. We'll take the potion. And we're gonna pour it all over that. Okay, I'm examining it. What did it do? I don't know what I'm doing. Still nothing. Alright, well, let's put this back on the shelf. Let's sell that first. Make some of our money back. Okay, what am I supposed to do with this? Oh. Do you think? I have an idea. Yeah, We'll put it there. Put it there. Okay, so... can I pour it in there? Air potion. Quenching barrel, air potion. I figured it out. Woo! Oh, is the weapon still here? It is. I can't quench it now, though. Yeah. I think there's a skill to disassemble weapons or something like that. So we're going to figure that out. Let's go grab some more ore. How much do we have? I don't have to do it if I wanted to make one single weapon, but with multiple pieces like that, it's almost like an assembly line again. I've talked about that before. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make 2 guards really quick. I can't do that. No. So I'll have to freeze this again. I don't want to have to do that. Let's just make 1 guard. And then pour the rest in the blade. Get in there. Alright, let's go grab... Yeah. Some more ore. I'm having fun with the potions. Let's go! Now, how much does it actually make a difference? Right? Does it actually make that much difference in the selling price of a weapon? We're going to find out. Well, we spent another 20 grand. Woo! 22 grand. We're spending some money today, folks. We're down to 43, but we're quickly going to make it back up there. Just trying to make back that 20 grand. You're going to buy that. I know you are. Okay. Yeah, baby. 30K. In pocket. Back to 74,000. We may get the involuntary workforce today. Who knows? I had some big stuff today, you know? Okay, so we know that the pommel takes 0.05, so it's only half an ore. We're going to pour and back off as quick as we can so that we can get the rest of it inside the blade. 9, 48, 58, 78, 97, 100, and then pour the rest here. Nice. Okay. We still have 100 there. Very nice. Okay, working out well. 34 will get us to 75%. We'll have a little bit left over, which is what I'm talking about. The overflow goes into the next weapon. And before you know it, like I said, probably every 3rd weapon, you only have to get 6 ore, because we already have 1 in stock. Yeah, 75. So we need another 25%. Each ore gives me about 17 on this weapon. So I'm going to have to do like 1.5 ore to get the rest of this one. which is fine. We're good with that. Ooh. So quickly the quality goes down on that. Alright, found this out. Grab another 30k or more. We'll see. I'm gonna see the effect of the potion here in a minute. I hope you're noticing how quickly I'm creating this weapon. So just before we leave for this episode, we're going to take a look through the design book and see if there's something I can be doing that gives me a tiny bit more money, you know? I'm not dealing with percentage now. Let's deal with the actual amount. Okay, here we go. Air. 98% air. Okay, what did that do for us? We're about to find out. And whoever's coming in, you can hold on for 45 seconds. I'll have a new weapon out there. Lovely costume, ma'am. Not appreciating the potty mouth, but it's okay. It's hot on you. That was wrong, right? Alright, so this one is 73 centimeters. Let's go ahead and use it. Alright, so we're going to go here. Hilt decoration, 12. Nice. Nice. You won't make it too hard to wield. A little bit thinner handle. I don't know what the secret is there yet. Have not figured it out. That was a nice one. I thought it was... when you hit it lighter, it does... Oh, look at this. Look at this. Hey, Sokka, we're going to talk to you next video. Yeah, and if you're not careful, give me any lip, you could get the glowing hammer. Alright, let's go ahead and sharpen this bad boy. Poor girl. I'm not sexist. Although bad girl has a different connotation. You know what I'm saying, ladies? Yeah, you do. Alright, so it made 0 difference. So why would I do that? Why would I spend 20,000 coins on a potion and it gets me nothing? Are you as disappointed as I am? Alright, let's look at the design book. Maybe I did something wrong there. Alright, I'm disappointed there. Yeah, it makes no difference. What's the point? Air potion does what? What did we say air potion does? Let's go see what the air potion does again. I can't remember. Is that encumbrance? Weight, right? I don't know. Hey, go in and buy. I have a nice glowing hammer. You're gonna love it, Emily. If you don't know, you don't know. But you probably know. Alright, hey, what does the air potion do again? Right, so I don't have to buy it again, right? So it's permanent. 20% pierce rate. Oh, I get it. Veedo just made a mistake, right? So I would want to imbue... Yeah, piercing weapons. This is not a piercing weapon, this is a smashing weapon, right? So, yeah, you saw the mistake I made there. Why didn't you warn me before I made that mistake? But that's fine, we got our first potion. Love it. Don't know what the clear water does, but I guess that's... see? Right before he was going to buy it, too. I answered my own question as soon as I asked it. The clear water is if you don't want that quenching barrel to have a potion in it. You just go out there and you put this... in here. Suddenly, it's clear water. Woo! Okay, Veedo, not as dense as you think he is. A little bit, but not that much. So, it's piercing on that side, but it's not really. If we look on here... Alright, so if I were to go here, and let's change the quenching to something more. Lightning, earth. Yeah, you know, I don't see a big difference in sell value. Why? Is it like aftermarket, after I do it, that'll give me the price? I don't know. It did not look like it changed much. Alright, so let's go ahead and reset our... Just for Grinsies. Just for S&G. Let's reset our weapon here. Now, we want to find out what is the best. We're going to make everything out of gold. Let's see. Oh, what gives me... I wish I could expand this really low. The Trident gave me Yeah, right. So if I give it a pommel, let's go ahead and give it that one. Right. So it gives me about, 3,000, 3,500. You add on the 30%. It's a nice amount. That might actually be worth it. It's still 7 as well. Let's try a different handle share, a different blade shape. So we have a heavy hammer. That's what we were doing before. The trident, the boar spear. That's a nice amount. You gotta admit. That's 4,300 right there. As opposed to the hammer, which I was on right there, was about 46. Almost 46. Before the increase, the skill increase. Morningstar, 41. Not really, not even 4,000. Light hammer, not 4,000. Flanged mace, 3,000 something. Tulip mace, 33, 32. It looks like the farther down we go. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything impressive. Halberd, less than 3,000. Western, Warhammer, nope, 3,000. War axe, nope. Ear spoon, war hatchet, axe, little axe. I think we probably, so you got to figure that's 4413, right? 4413. I think that's the number. 45 or 46, like 86. So the hammer's it. The hammer's the one that's going to give you the most differential between production cost and sell value. All right, so we're going to stick with that. That's what we're going to continue to do. All right, so we had a wonderful day today. We got our first potion. We made a buttload of money. Let's go ahead and make that money back before I quit. I'm going to go to bed real quick. Yeah, I don't like the fact that I'm losing money there. Let's go. Okay. So, while we wait for our first customer, who hopefully will buy that, let's review what did we do today. We got a potion, right? We figured out how to use it. We figured out what the clear water was for. I think I still have gold in here, right? Yeah, so it didn't get rid of the bucket. That's good. Let's look at that there. Right. Okay, so, figured out what the potions are all about. It made some pretty stuff on there, even though it did nothing because I had the wrong type. We did not figure out whether, matched to the type, whether it actually increases the price of the weapon. I don't know. If it doesn't, then it just made potions a waste of money. What are we going to do next time? Well, next time, we're only halfway through the timer up there. If you look at the top right, that's when Grima Wormtongue shows back up here to slither in here and get her money. We can make a ton of money before she gets back. So that means we're going to get our involuntary workforce next time. Our first one. We're going to see what that means as far as ore, as far as overhead, cutting the overhead, what kind of ore they dig, whether I can... yes, I can put them in different mines, right? So if I put them in the gold mine, yeah, it's a gold mine, right? Skills, 336. What else can we do before we leave here? Let's pay off a little bit. Number of customers by 33%. I like that idea. So 136 left. Exercise, that's for the workforce. Ore smasher, we'll take care of these next time. 100. Inventory 20. I like that idea. Right, so we got some good upgrades there. Maybe we'll armor ourselves. Oh, come on. No, dude, no. It's a solid gold hammer that is imbued with magic. Magic. Do you understand me? Anyway. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we can put armor on, I guess. I like that idea. So we're going to go buy some armor soon. Maybe the next couple episodes. Who knows? I guess we could buy furniture, too. So we're going to outfit this place a little bit. The kids need somewhere to sit other than on my on my assembly desk. Not too safe. Zendar, you got anything to say before we leave? Let's see. Here, I'm going to give you a tip. 10 coins. Yeah. Leave. Alright. That was worthless. Alright, and we're going to do some quest line next time, too. We're going to try to get through a few people and see what they want from me. Anyway, folks... Remember, laughing is living, especially when you're sitting on a gold mine. Not yet, but we will soon. My name is Veedo. Huzzah! Whoop, you know it.